Runa, nice to meet you.
Thank you, you too. It's great to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to ISHI 35.
Thank you.
Is this your first ISHI?
It's not. I was at the one in DC a couple of years ago. Fortunately, I missed last year, but I'm very happy to be here this year.
Excellent. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
What brought you here this year? Like, are you presenting something?
Yeah, so we have a poster presentation.
Okay.
This is about the first ever integrated forensic and law enforcement virtual forensic investigative genetic genealogy team.
Wow.
Yes.
And is this something that you put together? Or you're
this is a collaboration, that's
Okay.
right. This is a Victorian Institute of Forensic Medicine case, and the team was born from an international roundtable, which is for FIGG. We say FIGG,
Yes.
others say IGG. This is a concept that was developed last year.
Okay.
It was developed actually by a colleague, Dr. Nathan Scudder from the Australian Federal Police, and the idea of this was to bring together international agencies to be able to collectively align as we move forward in forensic investigative genetic genealogy.
That's spectacular. And how did you become a part of this?
So I'm an affiliate research fellow of the Victorian Institute of Forensic Medicine, and I've been in forensics in law enforcement for 15 years. Most of what I've done is working on new technologies, and FIGG is one of them.
Okay. So take me back to a time before you got into all of this. How in the world did you ever think that you wanted to be a part of the forensics community?
Well, it actually happened while I was sitting on a beach in Santorini in the late 80s, early 90s, and then it happened.
You just had an idea that you wanted to be a part of it?
It was time. I needed to be part of forensics, yes.
That's so great.
Yes.
So do you feel like bringing that information here to ISHI, is this a great place to present that kind of information?
I think what is very unique about ISHI is that it's a great blend of forensic science and law enforcement, and we see representatives from all aspects of those two fields. And for us to be able to present this is also us being forensic scientists, working with our investigators, intelligence analysts and so on to develop this team and be able to present this here.
Yeah, it's spectacular. Did you tell me it's virtual?
It is. So the unique thing about this very long titled Virtual International Team is that we have industry experts from multiple countries across the globe, and we can work simultaneously on FIGG. The difference here is that usually FIGG is applied sequentially, so you start with forensics, DNA analysis, and it goes on through its steps and ends in investigation, but we're able to do that simultaneously. And we're doing that in multiple time zones, which means someone is always working on this case.
That is a big plus.
I know, it's happening in real time. It's fantastic. We've got multiple languages spoken within the team. We can translate documents from across the world. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's spectacular. So have you come to any conclusions in any cases? Has this been useful in solving things?
Well, so we are working on a very challenging Australian case at the moment.
Okay.
It's very, very challenging. So we are very lucky to have all of these industry experts working collectively. And we have made significant progress on this very difficult case. It's an Australian case from 2006.
Okay.
It's a cold case, unidentified human remains. That's about all I can say for now. But we hope that there is enough progress that one day you'll be hearing that it's solved.
That's amazing. So how many cases do you have like in the pipeline? Are there many that you can work on at once, obviously?
With the Victorian Institute of Forensic Medicine, this is actually not the first case that we've worked on. We solved a 95-year-old mystery last year using FIGG. And that's a phenomenal story, which I'm sure you'll be able to read about on the internet. But they were skeletal remains that were recovered in 2017. But once we identified it, we realised that this was a returned Australian soldier who had drowned in 1928. And the remains had been in the ocean until 2017. So after Victorian Institute of Forensic Medicine had done their analysis and decided to do FIGG, we got involved and the case was solved within a few months.
That's amazing.
I know, it's phenomenal.
That's phenomenal. So were there any ancestors of him left?
There were.
Really?
There were.
Oh, that's so cool.
Grandnieces and nephews who were able to assist with the VIFM being able to confirm the identity of the remains.
That's spectacular.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole forensics universe is all just looking at that same goal, right? Like
I think so
everyone's
too.
trying to,
I believe so.
find people, reunite people with their loved ones and things like that.
Yeah, and we are in a very unique time in forensics and law enforcement that we have this really powerful technology that we're able to partner up with our investigators and detectives and work collectively to solve cases now.
Yeah, that's very important. Do you feel like there's any other way that we can expand upon that? Is there any way to make it better?
I believe that it's going to be about the technologies and tools that evolve, that increase our ability to do this potentially quicker or more efficiently. And I think that's happening all the time at the moment. It's going to be a continuous progress and advancement in these tools.
Yeah. And have you made any connections this year at ISHI to help you expand on that in this work?
Yes, and I always do, and it's so great to have the industry experts here, to have the commercial partners, to have fellow scientists and law enforcement personnel to be able to discuss this collectively and see what's happening around the world.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy schedule.
Thank you.
To chat with me. That was spectacular.
Well, good. Thank you.
It's very nice. And wait, will I see you at ISHI 36?
I hope you do. I hope
Okay.
you do. That's on the agenda. We'll see. It's a long travel for us from
It is,
Australia, but
yes.
we like to make an effort to do that.